you're on. Oh my god, the wind is like blowing in your hair, like in your hair. It's a little
Absolutely.
J-Lo. Yeah. It's like, give me a love, give me a love, give me a love, give me a love. Welcome to our first UmmaNola podcast. It's not actually the first. We've had many attempts. Great ideas, poor execution.
Hey, at least we try one step at a time.
Like Aaliyah said, if at first you don't succeed. Okay.
Are you getting nervous?
No, I'm a star. Star. Star.
Watashi wa sta.
Okay. UmmaNola. Tell me the story of why you started UmmaNola or how you came up with this idea. First of all, what does UmmaNola mean?
Oma as moms, and how do we play well, Nora? I am a mom that loves to play real hard, real well, and balance that all out. So connecting people to Korea was one thing, but in order to play well in Korea, I thought there was a need for summer camps that were American style. So I saw an opportunity to try it out. We did the first year last year. Omma Nora could be a place where we're connecting, always connecting. And I think your brand and my brand is really connecting people to the things and resources that they need. And so that moms can play well. And that could include a lot of different things, not just like soju 마셔 and 노래방가. It's really meeting meaningful people in life or connecting with people. So I think that's the heart of it all. And really being able to say, hey, you're not alone in this journey, especially as a Korean American. And we're here to just show a different side of life.
Which leads us to the great segue of why we're here. Because I
Yeah.
think that right now on our social media platforms, it really has become kind of like Jimin and my shenanigans, which is fine. It shows real life, Korean American life. And I think the purpose of that is not just for me to put myself in front of a camera, but it really is a little bit of trying to show a version of a normal Korean American mom of three who, like, someone was asking me this recently, and I think it's about, yes, I'm a mom, and I would like to consider myself a cool mom. But at the end of the day, I'm still a mom of three living in suburbia. But at the same time, I don't want to be defined as my kid's mom. I have my name, Jimin. I don't want to be defined as John's wife. I have my identity and the things that I like to do, the things that make me happy. Of course, like family, all of that is a priority. But I think there is a little bit of like still showing that fun side because I've talked to a lot of young girls, younger, like 20s, 30-year-old single friends who are like, afraid of marriage and they were like, oh, what is mom life like? Is it like your life is over? I'm like, no, it's not over, but you have to work hard to claim it back. So I think there's a little bit of that spirit, and part of why we're here is we thought maybe people would want to talk about things like in light of us being connectors. Maybe people want to not just hear us, maybe we could invite people to talk about different topics, whether it's serious or real inappropriate or whether it's really funny. The whole range we welcome. And I think we're trying to just create a space for us to comfortably talk about these things in light of our life, our identity, our life stage, all of that.
Agreed. I guess with that, I do think an intro is necessary. So I would call myself a serial entrepreneur. I went to Johns Hopkins undergrad wanting to be a doctor, but instead got into entertainment, and now I'm doing this. So,
What do you
um,
mean by entertainment? Because that could go very different segues. I just want to be
oh,
clear for our listeners.
I've been in a talent agency working with musicians in their concert booking tours. That was really fun after deciding not to go into medicine, typical Asian Korean route. And before that, my parents really wanted me to go to Juilliard, but again, another Asian route that I was like, no, thank you. And so here I am. And my first startup was venture backed, which I'm very proud of. So I was at Paramount Pictures after getting my MBA, and that's when my first business partner said, "Hey, let's do this. Let's Hollywoodize medical content." So that's still going, but I really felt a need and want because I know I'm driven by Chemi, and I really thought Omma Nora would be really fun, making my life, our lives that are pretty 재밌어 and making it a business. I'm always challenged also by doing things that realistically should not work, but ideally it could be the best thing ever. And so
Such
I
as,
know working with friends or doing something that's like the unknown. trying different things, even though people will be like, that's not a very good business idea. But it's okay, because I'm not driven by money. I've never been, but I'm really driven by the passion, the heart, and just the fun of it all, learning. I have three daughters. I've been married for almost 15 years, and the daughters are 5, 7, 9. And currently, I'm residing in Korea after living in Seattle for most of my life, and then in California, Bay Area, LA, and had a little short stint in New York. So that's my background.
Nice. Well, um, that was really good. I'm not sure. I'm gonna give the long version. Let's see. For me, more people might know me just because I've talked about myself a lot on social media. But I also went undergrad as a pre-med at Michigan. Baby, go blue, because I'm a baby Michigan fan. But I transferred out because I was like, what am I doing? Medicine's not the way. So I actually went to art school. I went to Pratt, studied painting. So that was a real fun journey going from pre-med to just painting. And then I studied design during school too, but I was passionate about painting. And then I worked in New York in like art gallery scene. I went to grad school for something called exhibit design. I worked at the Smithsonian as an exhibit designer. I was in DC for almost 10 years. Then I moved to the Bay Area. I was in the Bay Area and worked for a architect firm as a brand consultant for big tech firms that wanted nice interior branded spaces. And then most recently, I was a designer at a local government agency. So I pretty much have done all sorts of design. And here I am now. I had to quit my job because I was moving with my family to Texas, kind of just being free of a 9 to 5 and trying to self discipline myself to make our business successful. And then also doing a lot of freelance work here and there. I also have 3 kids, boy 10, girl 8, girl 5. And yeah. But one thing I want to tell the world is I may be currently the face of UmmaNola, but everybody who knows me, everybody who knows you, especially everybody who knows you, they know the true UmmaNola is you. Yes?
I mean, why do you say that?
Listen, your 태도, everything about you. Everybody knows. Nobody is gonna fight me. I seem very wild, glam, whatever, but I'm kind of a chicken. I'm a little bit more risk averse. Is it averse?
Yeah.
But you're very no thought, like go, go, go. Spontaneity, you know? And I'm like, hey, I don't know. So I just want to clarify that you're actually the spirit of UmmaNola, though I may be the face of it. So, what do you think are some topics that we are going to discuss? Because this is really an intro, so we're going to get to it.
I think one of the biggest ones is for sure friendship. I think friendship is a big topic that a lot of women our age struggle with, and how to make new ones, especially in light of sacrificing themselves for their husband's jobs or for their partner's this or for their kids. Like, I think also child rearing, that there's different ways to do it, like it's not one size fits all. And then also how to play well. For example, I've always wanted to go to EDM concert, but then in Korea, I was able to go with some 10-year younger girls that said, come on, Onni, let's go. So I'm all for those types of experience. Also, like dynamics of husband, wife. And I know we talk a lot about it. And how do we become better versions of ourselves? And then finally, just living life to the fullest. I mean, I know I'm on the other side of the spectrum of free spirit. And I know that my husband allows me to be that person, but really to be able to live the life that you were born to live instead of succumbing to social pressures or whatever, and living to the beat of your own drum.
A big thing for me, besides all the points that you raised, is self care. I just think self care is something that is so important. And I'm not talking about just losing weight or makeup, but it's really the heart or the intent behind it. As a mom, especially, we kind of lose ourselves, but it's exactly what you were ending with. How do we find the best version of ourselves? And I think part of that is carving out time to self-care. And what does that look like? Because it will look different in everybody, but I think
Absolutely.
still claiming what that looks like is really important. I think for me, it's also trying new things. Like I didn't try a K-pop class until you guys signed me up for that K-pop dance on my 40th birthday, and it was the most liberating, fun thing ever. And now I'm like, should I teach it? I'm just kidding.
Yes. Yes and yes.
So it's like trying new things, right? Whether it's EDM concert, whether it's me trying a K-pop dance class. So yeah, anyways, that's our intro. I hope everybody will tune in. We seem really awkward right now, but I promise you we are semi entertaining and funny. And especially she, like she's real frozen right now. I think I'm actually a natural right now. I just want to say.
Also, it's because my face is Botox, so it's a little bit more frozen than that.
Like you know. Anyway, so okay, guys, that's it. Our first intro. We were test recording this, but we're just gonna go ahead and edit it and post it because we are in this mode of progress, not perfection. But I will come back with makeup and a better outfit, and then we'll start recording. So I hope everyone tunes in, right, Jie? Do you
Yeah,
think people will tune
absolutely.
in?
I mean, honestly, even if one, I'm okay with that.
So, and that's absolutely true. We are here for the one.
The one.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So you are the one. If you're listening right now, it's you. Stay on, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
No, you
Okay?
didn't.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Bye.